took almost 4 days to load all of the treasure onto the ship. He had never seen such riches, nor, I'm sure, had the kings and queens of Europe, as Ben liked to call them. On the 5th day, we set sail and maneuvered our way out of the North End. Coming through the Narrows, we had to lie near the southern point, and there we saw the last 2 pirates together on a spit of sand, their arms raised in supplication. It went to all our hearts, I think, to leave them in that wretched state, but we could not risk another mutiny, and to take them home to the hangman would have been a cruel sort of kindness. Long John Silver, on the other hand, seemed as cheerful as when I first met him, and seemed to have not a care in the world for the gallows he would undoubtedly have to face on our return to England. Captain Smollett, however, clapped him in irons for the last 3 days of our voyage, keeping him below decks in a makeshift prison fashioned from his old galley. It was there I visited Silver on the morning of the day we sighted land.
Jim! How are you? How you been keeping, lad? Pleased to be getting home, I wager.
I am. I'm sorry if you're uncomfortable. I begged Captain Smollett not to put you here.
Nonsense, Jim, nonsense. Little solitude's good for a man. Gives him time to think, contemplate, plan for the future. Think of his sins and his virtues. Pull up a chair! Get your feet back. Tell me of the world outside this little room. For God's sake, let us sit upon the ground and talk about the death of kings. For within the hollow crown that walls the temples of the king keeps death its court.
And there the antic sits, scoffing at his pomp and grinning at his states.
As if the walls which round about our life were brass and pregnant. Excellent, excellent, very good, Jim.
How can you be so cheerful? You can face the gallows.
I could, aye. Or they might just knock me out the head for good behavior. It's what makes it so much fun, Jim. It's part of life's rich tapestry. Yeah. Eyes to the front, never back. Slows you down.
I have a gift for you.
You do? Well, let's see it. I love presents. Your birthday is my favorite national holiday. Ha! No!
I'm afraid so.
Jim, scoundrel! But you could get in serious trouble for this. They could throw you in prison. Honest.
It could. And wouldn't that be part of my rich tapestry? We should be pulling into the dock in about 10 minutes. You have plenty of time to slip over the railing.
You don't suppose that you could go to lose a little bit of that bounty going to waste in your car hold that not for my benefit, mind, but for yours, to lessen the effect that too much capital might have on a young lad. So, Jim, what a son you have made. Coming in your port! All hands on deck. I best get going, Jim. Take good care.
Wait! Don't forget about Captain Flint!
He's yours, Jim. To remember me by.
That was the last I ever saw of the seafaring man with one leg that Billy Bones first wore me out. But once again I dreamed about him. This time standing on the prow of a ship, looking out towards the horizon, smiling at whatever the future might happen to bring. And then I know that my adventure on Treasure Island didn't end that morning on the Hispaniola.